And it's Peel with Little News back with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about Clint Frazier for Josh Bell and Jameson Taillon, or Miguel Andujar for Josh Bell and Jameson Taillon. Before we get into this video, about 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, so get your life together and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like on this video. We're going to talk about in this video how this trade will instantly backfire for the Yankees and how it's a great trade for the Pirates if this does happen. Now, this has not happened. Don't freak out, Yankees fans. Okay, so nothing much more to be said. Let's just go ahead and get into this video about talking about how this trade could backfire instantly for the Yankees if it did happen. Now let's go ahead and get into this video. So, Josh Bell played very good in 2019 and was one of the better first basemen in the game, but he doesn't play a particularly well first base. Now, I question where he fits in on this team for the Yankees. Like, I get that the main piece of this trade is Jameson Taillon for them to get another starter that they need. But I just don't necessarily get it. Because Josh Bell does not fit great with this team. He's more of a DH type of player. So are you playing Luke Voigt or Josh Bell there? It seems like you have two players that could easily be DH players. Like, it seems like you're just kind of crammed in the infield. That's kind of what it seems like to me. Here's the thing with a potential trade of this. Like, the Yankees still have multiple spots to fix. Like, with this move or without this move, I still don't think they're favorites in the World Series. I don't. And I mean, maybe it's because I just don't like the Yankees. But I still do not think they are the favorites for the World Series. I don't. And I think Gary Sanchez, he's not a starting catcher. And Kyle Hidotsuoka, not a starting catcher. So you really don't have a catcher. You still need a catcher. It doesn't look like James McCann or JT Realmuto. Either one's going to be there. And if you trade Clint Frazier in this trade, that's your biggest trade asset for any other player like a Francisco Lindor or anything. Now, if you're making a Francisco Lindor possible trade after this trade, then it's not going to make a ton of sense because Miguel Andujar, he doesn't fit with their team. They already have Jose Ramirez at third base. This team has a lot of infielders that are pretty good infielders that can play the infield. DJ LeMahieu, it looks like he's most likely to return to the Yankees. They've got Luke Voigt, Gio Urshela, Tyler Wade, Gleyber Torres. They've got so many infielders. And Miguel Andujar is still there too, who really did not play that much in 2024. They still have starting pitching struggles if they get Jameson Taillon, I think. Jameson Taillon is a player that I think has a lot of potential, and I think he would be a great number 2 for this team. But I still question beyond that, who? Because Deivi Garcia, he didn't look that impressive to me. Domingo Germán, who knows how he'll be. Luis Severino, once again, who knows how he'll be. I think Luis Severino is more of a relief pitcher. Michael King, meh. Jordan Montgomery, meh. So this team still has rotation troubles with this trade. Jameson Taillon and Garrett Cole, pretty good 1 and 2 if this trade does happen. But still, like, this rotation is just not good enough to win a World Series at all. Now, Deivi Garcia could have a major breakout season in 2021. He could. Domingo Germán could have one. Luis Severino could have one. But you're hoping that those players are going to have a breakout season too much. Like, you're just hoping for too much. Their bullpen, it's pretty good. Aroldis Chapman, Zach Britton, Adam Ottavino, Chad Green, Luis Cessa. Pretty good bullpen. Their outfield, pretty good again. You've got Clint Frazier, who looks like he's probably going back to the Pirates in a potential trade. I think this is an absolute terrible trade. Because Clint Frazier, yes, he's in an infield he's in the outfield with, I mean, they've got 4 starter quality players, probably. Aaron Hicks, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Mike Ford, Tyler Wade, Mike Tauchman. You've got a lot of players in this outfield. I don't think it's I don't think it's great for Clint Frazier's career to be on the Yankees, but neither do I think it is to be on a terrible Pittsburgh Pirates team. And I think for the upcoming season, they're probably going to be the worst in Major League Baseball unless they make a big move, which I'd be shocked if they did. And I think this is a great trade for the Pirates. I think the Pirates should absolutely do this if this trade is on the table. Josh Bell, yes, he showed potential, but he looks like a player that's just going to be on and off. And Jameson Taillon is a player that's coming back from a big injury. And I like the idea of the Pirates getting Clint Frazier a lot more than Josh Bell and Jameson Taillon. This team still has good young pitching with or without these players. Now the Pirates, for them, rumors have came up about Adam Frazier and Joe Musgrove being potentially being traded as well. So this team could get some good young prospects back that could make them even better for the future. They have O'Neal Cruz, who did get arrested. Who knows how the rest of his major league career will pan out to be, or in minor league career. You've still got Ke'Bryan Hayes at the third baseman position. That's why Miguel Andujar would not be included in this trade, which Miguel Andujar is not nearly as good of a player as Clint Frazier. We all know that. So, yeah, I mean, if you get Clint Frazier back in that trade, pretty good. That's a steal of a trade, in my opinion. Josh Bell, I don't necessarily see where he fits with this team. I mean, at DH, you've got Stanton, who, yes, you could move to left field, maybe. But do you really want to do that? Just to get... He's injury-prone enough. So, I mean, they still don't have a catcher with this trade. Like, if I'm looking at this trade, I would rather a catcher than Josh Bell. Fits better, even if it is like a Jacob Stallings, who, yeah, not very good of a catcher. But he at least is better than Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez is one of the most overrated players in baseball right now. I'm just going to be honest. Luke Voigt, yes, he can move to DH, and Josh Bell can move to first base, and you can move Stanton to left field. I don't see them moving Stanton to left field. I don't think it makes sense either. I think they should trade Stanton this offseason. Who knows how much they could get back. I think they could at least get back a decent catcher in that trade, and maybe another arm in that trade. I mean, I just don't like... I just don't like the idea of this trade for the Yankees, even in a stuffed outfield. They have so many outfielders. But I like the idea of I just like the idea of... I would rather have Clint Frazier than Josh Bell and Jameson Taillon. Now, yes, you need starting pitching, but I think you can get better value in the free agent market and sign somebody instead of giving up Clint Frazier. And there was rumors about 2 weeks ago that said Clint Frazier was the only untouchable outfielder. So the rumors apparently are wrong for that one. So yeah. Their main priority should be bringing back DJ LeMahieu. Now this would be a big trade. But their main priority should be to bring back DJ LeMahieu. Now let's look at this trade from the Pirates side. Okay, from the Pirates side. Ke'Bryan Hayes is your third baseman for the future. Cole Tucker, it looks like he's going to be their shortstop for the future, or O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz can play second base as well. Cole Tucker could play second base as well, whichever. Colin Moran's still there, who could be a backup third baseman, who could probably play some shortstop if he needed to. They're another team that has the very stacked infield. They have, right now, even without Josh Bell, they have Colin Moran, Adam Frazier, Kevin Newman, Cole Tucker, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Phillip Evans, Eric Gonzalez. They have so many infielders. And in the outfield, left field, that's Brian Reynolds. He played really good. Anthony Alford, I think, has a lot of potential in center field. You can move him to right field, probably, and that would work. But you've got Gregory Polanco in right field, who I think they should move this offseason because he just does not fit the timeline of this team. So I think an outfield of Anthony Alford, who used to be a top prospect, Clint Frazier, and Brian Reynolds. Now, Brian Reynolds did not have the greatest 2020 season, but that's okay. But that outfield would be pretty good for now and the future. And your infield would probably look like for the future like Ke'Bryan Hayes, Kevin Newman, Adam Frazier, or Cole Tucker, and Colin Moran. Without Josh Bell and Jameson Taillon, I mean, your starting pitching, their relief pitching is absolute crap. I mean, it is just crap. Their starting pitching, I mean, you've got still Joe Musgrove, you've still got Mitch Keller, you've still got Stephen Brault, Chad Kuhl. I mean, you've still got some decent pitchers in that rotation. What they need to work on to compete is this bullpen. This bullpen is absolutely hilarious. It's just that bad. Michael Felix, meh. Richard Rodriguez, no. Chris Stratton, Kyle Crick, like, come on. That's just not good enough to do anything. And then their catcher, it's Jacob Stallings. He's not very good. They've got Michael Perez there too. Nothing special there. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this potential trade. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video. Check out my basketball channel. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. 68% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So get your life together, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back in more videos soon.